Hello, welcome to Z Explains BG. I am Z, playing a 5-point match on backgammonhub.com against Milton Gonzalez. Good match to my opponents. And I will try to explain my thinking a bit as we go along. So yeah, usually hitting takes precedence over making a single good point. So this sort of seems like the default thing to me. Hitting on your opponent's side of the board anyways. Okay, so I guess this is the best I can do. I guess I could play 9 and 5, try for more, but I think since I'm exposing the other side of the board, I don't think I'm really supposed to do that. Here I'm going to be guessing, although this has got some good 2 and 4 duplication. So maybe that's good enough. Maybe that's reason enough to do this. Oh, I don't like it when he rolls double 4s here. Looks like he's playing it well too. Okay. Survived that. 44 for me. All right, so hitting isn't too dangerous, I guess. Not boarded though. Could hit him twice on my side of the board or do something a little safe. Yeah, I'm not that clear on this. This is a little unlikely to work. A little thin over here. Huh. All right, I don't know about that, but I will try it. He's a little thin himself. I wonder if it's this, actually. Avoid overstacking the 13 for some risk. Get good building power. I'm going to try this. Cube the dances, maybe. Maybe. Okay, might have made the anchor there. Oh, his play might be right. Oh, could take the dances here. Could take if I enter anywhere. This is getting a little scary. All right, I think I'm surviving though. Sweet. This looks okay. 4-4 for me. It's kind of a lot to clean up if I play 9, play to the 9-point, and the answer is 2 checkers. So, especially given that I have cube access, maybe I should do this. Yeah. Maybe a little too much work to cube this, maybe. Okay, so what is this? This is all 9s except for 3-3. Just 4 shots. Constrains his 5s pretty well. 13-6 is nothing to write home about. Yeah, I don't know about this because it could be problematic to clear this later. Yeah, still a little bit too much contact here, I think. All right, I don't want to leave him anything. He's going to be probably too good on the dances, though. What is this? I don't know. But I got some attack stuff. So, yeah, I don't know, even if it's still a take, I can, if I get lucky and hit him in some clean way. Should be a huge pass. And it might be a pass already. Although I don't think so. This looks a little funny. Although everything seems to play okay. 6-6-3 is a 6-3 is a single shot only. 6-1 is a double shot, but this doesn't help those things. Huh. All right, I'm gonna go with my gut. Maybe down the line I want the spare here. I didn't overlook anything there. Oh, 4-3. Shoot. This is a swing number. Would have been safe the other way. That's funny. Yeah, I looked at 5-4. I didn't look at 4-3. Okay, so it's either 11 shots or like 20 shots, say. Oh my God, this is terrible. Yeah, you can plan for the gammon here. Yeah, 4-3. The dice have a way of showing you what you missed, you know. Huh. I don't know if that would have swung. I probably might have swung the play because I was like looking for some other. I was looking for some other argument, you know, to like justify one of the plays. All right. Not down 0-2. It's not crazy to cube this. Go 3 men back though. So it's a little questionable. It's close, I think. All right, he's going for it. I should probably. Oh, I don't know. I was thinking maybe this, but boy, that's a million blots and shots. A lot of 3-in-1 duplication though. And making the 18. Yeah, nothing looks that good. All right, I'm gonna try this. Mix it up with the score, you know. Oh crap, he left the match. He's probably having some internet issue. Hopefully he'll be back. Yeah, maybe not. Shoot. Well, that's a shame. So a daily puzzle was pretty interesting today, now that we have some time. Yeah, so there's obviously an obvious play, right? Making the 7, making a 6 prime. But it's actually wrong. It's wrong because it doesn't do that good for the win. Right, I mean, obviously, black's a pretty big favorite here, but white has this chance to counter prime. You know, hit out here, make the 5, make the 7, and then black could get stuck and have to crack his prime where he has no spares over here. So white has like real chances to win this. So you can do this. White, don't get me wrong, white has real chances to win this also, but it wins more gammons. So it's like arguably better for the win. Oh, there you go. It's sort of arguably better for the win, and definitely better for the gammon. So that's how I sort of thought about it, and I did find the right play, unlike here probably. Okay, so this gives him. This gives him too much, I think. Maybe it's this. This match is a mess so far. Okay. This looks good. I don't look so good. Move some of that lumber. Oh crap, the 4 is bad. In fact, where's the 4? It's probably here. That's here again. I'm not expecting a low error rate this match, by the way. Okay, 2 is a little bad. What am I doing? I should just make the 21 there. Yeah, that's a bad play. I'm playing terribly. I may have to play another one to cleanse my palate. But better to be lucky than good. 5? 4-4 again. Okay, this play is actually good. Huh. Oh, incredible 1-6. It took me a sec to see that 4-4. That would not leave me anything here. Oh my goodness. Ugh, what is with these stupid 4s? Oh, hey, Chava. Don't play like me this game, okay? I don't know if you were watching, but I'm pretty sure I screwed a lot of that stuff up. All right, did I just get one guy free here? Still some decent contact. I can't really find another great play. It's too exposed. Oh yeah, they are in slightly different time zones. All right, I'm sure he's got some blotters here. 6-1, for instance. Verifying that I can't hit him. 3-2 is a decent roll. Good play. Alrighty. I mean, I'm so far down in the race that yeah, I want to maintain. I want to maintain the contact here a little bit. Ugh. Yeah, that looked terrible at the score. I think he wanted to, what happened, I think, is like I made like a really bad 2-1 play probably, and he really wanted to punish it, and then I can win. The only way you can do that is by Cuban. So it's like, I gotta cube this idiot. So you don't do that either. All right. Okay, let's look at my errors. Download, open up an XG. Yeah, 5.7 seems about right. Okay, let's go through this, try to learn something at least. Yeah, 2-2, right. So yeah, not hitting is pretty bad here. Huh. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm hitting off a pretty important point. So well, the 4 point has a lot of value. You don't want to forgo ripping the builder away from the 5. All right, 4-1. Interesting with the 4 duplication here. I didn't really consider this. I was either gonna like hit twice or play 13 to 9, 6 to 5, but locks up a good point, gets a good builder, duplicates 4s very well. Computer thinks it's pretty close. Yeah, good 4-4 by my opponents. Good 5-5 by me. Okay, it's close here. Okay, good. I'm kind of heartened to see it's a little close. Oh, 14, yeah, everything's close. 14 to 9, 13 to 8 is okay too. So this, playing completely safe, not completely safe, but playing pretty safe, keeping the anchor, getting good builders, going after them, just playing similar to 13 to 9, similar amount of risk. And then hitting in the outfield, going for it, giving up the anchor while I'm outboarded though. It's a little risky, but does a lot. Does a lot when it works. It's all very close. Okay, so what about... Okay, no, good play by my opponent here. I would have given serious consideration to just getting a great anchor there. All right, great 4-4. Do I miss some? No, I don't know. Think I missed any cubes? Maybe I did. Okay, yeah. So it's a little risky because his board is pretty good. And it might be tough to get off the 10-point later. But it's great as a landing spot. It's great for blocking 5s, especially 5-5. And it doesn't play good otherwise. It overstacks it. Oh, another nice thing about this, I guess, you're getting off the 14 point, which is also tough to clear, So like, what do you do next turn here without leaving shots, So you have this opportunity to get like a little bit of flexibility for acceptable risk at a time when you're doing something like arguably good, So, yeah, so this is clearer than I was giving it credit for. You haven't blundered. Oh no, here's a good cube. I did pause and think about this. Yeah, pretty solid cube. It's a little hard to see how I'm going to lose my market huge without a dance though, Like if I get a hit enter sequence, maybe that's a pass often. Not always. It's just like the hit dance sequences that are like super tremendous. So there's like enough of those to make this a good double. I guess hit bad enter. I roll 3-3. He rolls 5-2 or something. It's probably a pretty big pass there. So I guess there's just more market losing sequences than I was thinking here. What if I missed something else? No, I get a good cube in here. So in fact, it's already a pass. 2-1. Or 5-2. Yeah, this is the 5-2. Okay, yeah, good. Yeah, it's close. Right. I mean, I sort of like having the spare here, because might come in handy later. Like say clear the 10. Might need that spare to absorb a number later. Oh, I see. So like so you're saying at this double, yeah. So sometimes I'm going after him on the ace. Thing is, I'm not really hitting him loose a lot, I think. So I need like a sort of a perfect attack number. Although there are some doubles that go after that guy. Like 1-1, for instance. That's tremendous. Like I hit twice with a 1-1. So I think I need like a really good number to really like put 2 guys up on the roof anytime soon. But I think there's just enough of that stuff, combined with like the hit dance sequences, combined with already having like a pretty strong position that the computer wants to spin it. Yeah, but this was kind of funny. I thought a lot about this, and I thought the arguments are about equal, and they are. But then I roll 4-3 next turn, and I'm like, oh crap. I could have played this safely if I made the other play because it clears the 6 safely. Checker play wasn't entirely obvious to me because obviously if you're getting missed, you want this position. 20 shots versus 11 though is kind of a big deal. Yeah, it's maybe the difference in position isn't overwhelmingly different here enough to make the shoddy play correct. And then you catch some of this too good. My double's way early. Interesting. Yeah, actually, my blunders weren't where I thought they were going to be. Yeah, like obviously I don't cube this at 0, 0, but I thought 0, 2 gammons, this sort of mutually gammonish a little bit at least. Thought there was sort of enough here. Right. Yeah, it is gammonish for sure. Even like without a tremendous sequence, I think. Just like a hit enter sequence. I might get to bat him around a little later. Yeah, another thing is he's sort of out of time on his side of the board. So like, okay, so I hit him with a 6-1, say. Then he rolls like a 5-6. He's either going to make a concession on his board or like leave himself exposed again. So yeah, maybe his position with these 5 checkers back, his position is just worse than I was thinking. In general, I missed a big cube in a Chouette the other day, and it looked like sort of his holding game, kind of similar to what my opponent had there. But there was 5 guys on the 20. And otherwise, it seemed like the game was pretty reasonable for him, and my position wasn't great either. But because of like the 5 guys back, it was like some huge double that I just sort of spaced on because it just looked sort of like a reasonable game. Very similar situation to that last game. But yeah, anyways, apparently with the 3 checkers back, it's just not enough here. 2 checkers back, yeah, I think you can double this. Although maybe that's where it's kind of close, you know. Let's take a look at one variant. Yeah, maybe I was thinking more like this position, you know. So it's still pretty questionable, but maybe this is actually like okay at the score. Yeah, it's getting there anyways. So 3 men back versus 2 is sort of compensates for the positional edge that I have. Yeah, my 2-1 is going to be bad. Okay, yeah, here. Okay, this isn't too bad. It does sort of want to play solidly. Just leaving 4s makes a new asset in the outfield. My play tries for more, but it also gives up an asset in the outfield and leaves shots everywhere. So while tactically it makes sense, and at the score it kind of makes sense, it's just too much. I'm giving up too much, and it's just too bloody and shoddy. Making the 23-point anchor, yeah. 23 points, so it has a lot of circumstances. It has a lot more value than the 24. I think it's a little underrated, you know. Anyways, he punishes me. 1-1. 1-6 is okay. 4-3. Oh, 8-4. Okay, yeah. The computer's saying it's so important to get those backmen going that it does compromise the front position more than what I do. It's worth it. I see. Yeah, I can buy it. There's 4 guys back there are really bad. And then yeah, I don't know what I'm doing here. You know, maybe his cube isn't even that bad. You know. Yeah, what a questionable looking hit. You know, gives up the 8-point. Fails to do stuff on the other side of the board when I really need to. Yeah, so the after my play, okay, so the take point on the recube given that I can requeue him to 8 right away, is around 15 or 16%. So it looks like I have it. It looks like I have it plenty here. And he's killing his many gammons by doubling, you know. He's sort of killing my gammons by doubling too. But it looks like he wins a lot more gammons than I do. Yeah, a lot more. 35 versus 7. So yeah, this is a pretty big blunder to cube this. Yeah, it's a massive blunder. Anyways, I got back in it. I'm like winning for a while. What's wrong with my play here? Yeah, I gotta get the backman going, so I split. Okay, so I leave an extra shot over here. So what? I think the computer's wrong here. Let's see if the plus plus. So the computer wants to like do this. Yeah, keeping both anchors in case things go really badly. That's not really the priority though. Let's see what the plus plus of L says. No, I'm probably wrong here. Yeah, I don't know. Seems like I want to get the backmen going, and getting hit's not a big deal. So why wouldn't you do this? Hmm. I do. My play does get kind of blown away sometimes. Computer's play always has a second anchor. Maybe that's part of what's going on. Right, don't if there are gammons. Exactly, you should have followed that rule. Okay, so computer slightly prefers this to this. Somewhat prefers it. I guess maybe you get a second anchor more often after being hit here. Hmm. I didn't love this guy's like exposed to being batted around in addition to this guy. Let's see, threes, fours, sixes. There is some 3 and 4 duplication here, right? Like threes and fours hit in the outfield, threes and fours attack on the 23. Oh, I didn't really consider this. This looks funny. I don't know if a lot of people are doing this. Yeah, my board's so awesome, though. So, and gammons don't hurt me. Yeah, so the computer goes all out given that this isn't that great. Huh, that's a tough play for me. Pretty big upgrade in the anchor quality too, though. Puts a lot of pressure on the 13 point if you survive this. Yeah, screwed this up too. Jesus. Okay, so what do I do? Okay, I run from the back, vacating this back point, which does represent some long-term contacts. So why would I do this? Yeah, this looks better. I don't know why. Maybe I didn't see 10 to 7. Yeah, this looks a lot better at double match point. This does lose more gammon. So for doubled money, say, my play would be okay. Probably best, actually. But yeah, double match point. Yeah, hang back. I sort of do get the idea here that I just want to maximize contact. But I miss, I lose, whatever. All right, let's try. Let's try to play a better one. I can find that cube I missed. I can show you guys. Yeah, we always take we always take pictures with our. At least I take a lot of pictures in Chouettes, and so I can analyze it with the computer afterwards. Or lately, I've actually been bringing my computer. Yeah, Is this it? Oh yeah, no, actually the position had different. The position I was thinking of actually had some different characteristics than the position in the match. It is a pretty interesting position though. So I will show you guys, and you can yeah, it actually wasn't quite what I remembered, but it does share some characteristics, mainly like the trailer. The trailer has a ton of men back. So white is actually going to be doubling from the roof. Wouldn't actually say it's the easiest here. We'll swap the board. Yeah, cube's in the middle. Black on roll here. Right, white sort of has superficially has like a pretty decent game, right? 5 men back though, with these exposed blots. This is a big double if I remember what the computer said. Sort of same sort of stuff going on, right? I mean, superficially a decent game, but like one decent sequence for black, it's going to be some massive pass, some hit dance sequence or whatever. It's like way too good. So yes, I missed this cube for money, which is terrible. You got to activate. At least you got to activate gammons. Cube in the middle. But I'm sure it's like a massive recube too. So yeah, that's a pretty big missed opportunity there. Oh yeah, good seeing you, Chavi. Yeah, thanks for chatting. All right, so let's see. I don't want to play a one. We could try playing a one though if there's no one else. 9 and 11. Oh, Farzan. Good. Yeah, I played this guy before. I think he's a nice guy. I will try to give him a good match. Happy for I don't know what that means. What does that mean? Shambashuri? I don't know. Alrighty, maybe it should hit me here. Good on the dances, although it's very, very easy take on the dances. Probably not even a cube. Yeah, I'd feel better about that play if you're getting a good cube in on the dances. There I could cube the dances, but I didn't dance. Okay. Oh, maybe it's this. Sort of disconnect to give him fewer good attack options. Yeah, if there was some 4 duplication or whatever, you could probably justify stepping up. All right, he's going for it. You can cube the dances here. Okay, is cube the dances the phrase I use the most on the channel? Probably. My friend Brad was joking that if I write a book, I should call it Cube the Dances. Pretty sure this is the 5. All right, I think this is the 3 because it's easiest when missed. It's easier to sort of clean up next turn. I guess I could get into making the 3-point there also. But gives up the 8 points and leaves the huge stack on the mid. So I kind of like what I did, even though I got punished for it. All right, I don't think I could take the dances here. Rolling well from the bar, though. Nice. Not this, this. Okay, well. All right, let's see. If I roll a 20, I can take 11 is not good enough. I hope I was looking at that right. It was 20 pips, right? Not 10 pips. Okay, somehow I feel like you can do this here. Good, duplicated it. You think he should hit? I was thinking a little bit about 10 to 5 here. Seems sort of unnecessary, though. Yeah, would have gotten smushed. All right, I like this array of builders. We'll see what game plan he wants to take. I don't think he runs. So this looks okay. All right, so obviously 4 point has a lot more value than the 2, but with all this flexibility, it looks like hitting him has a lot of value here. Because I don't want it to be able to prime me, you know. Alrighty, he's up on the bar, so let's take this opportunity to try to escape. And I don't think I want these distractions out here. So it could be this. 4, 6. Yeah, number of options here. All right, good play. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, it's the money play anyways. Seems to make sense of the score also. It's because the split with the ace isn't that good here because I have both my 7 and 8 points made, so like a split with the ace and both those checkers are still super stuck. See 4 1 2 1 5 4 1 2 1. Yeah, fewer double hit options for him here. And the builder's better. So this is correct, I believe. Trying not to give him good 6s from the bar here. Boy, what a bad position he has. 4 away, 4 away. Is it crazy to cube this? Seems so thin, you know? Make a point is pretty awesome. Huh. Yeah, we'll see if I missed something there. It's like I almost doubled last turn, so I'm certainly doubling this. Yeah, the score gives some serious thought to passing that. Yeah, his position is so bad on the home front. Yeah, I think that is actually a pass. Okay, I'll try to gammon him for the match. Maybe I should have made the 2 instead. I had a very similar play the other day where I correctly made the 2. In fact, it was exactly the same structure on the home front actually. Yeah, I think I should make the 2 there. Yeah, the 7 and the 1 don't go well together. Huh. I don't know why I didn't think about it that time. All right, so it looks least exposed to me. Oh no, I have to make the 1 there. Sorry, I think this was the play I was thinking about. Yeah, no, I have to make the 1 because obviously he's on the 1 point. Yeah, no, so I did that okay. Yeah, that's why I didn't think about it. Oh, yeah, well, nothing plays good. Yeah, I don't know. What about just running from the back or something? Okay, interesting. I guess I hit everything here. Give him too much timing. Yeah, I could constrain his 6s a bit. Like he rolls 4-6, he has to make some big concession. Ooh, this is nice. Big upgrade here. Because out with 6s from here anyways. Maybe it's worth it. Because we're not too fearful of this stuff. A pretty decent roll actually if he plays 21 to 10. Yeah. I don't know if she's really hit with a lot of his 5s. All right, maybe I take away that option now. Maybe this is a pretty productive ace though. All right, let's try this. Yeah, like okay, he's giving up his front anchor to hit me, so it's not great for him. Ugh, could work out great though. Take point on the recube is what? 32 or something. Not that I'm losing or anything, but it might come to fruition. Stop dancing. Crap. Right, like this is a cube. Do I win this 32? I mean, I take for money because of this stuff back here. What's still probably a decent money cube, maybe. Okay, let's build up a quick gammonish position and then offer him an early cube. I wouldn't be crazy to cube this. Gonna hold off though. I like this. Gonna make the 4 also. Obviously, there's tons of stuff, but it's pretty big upgrade, and this should up the gammons for both sides, which is sort of what you want to do with the score. Yeah, maybe something similar here. I'm thinking about hitting them. Cube the dances. I don't think I'm really winning here. Oh boy. All right, given the score, gonna try this and then cube them. I guess maybe for money you make the 20 there. Okay, I don't know. One. This is much better structure. It's gonna get gammoned a little more though. Ugh, maybe not. Nice. I assume it's this. Well, that's an awesome point. Okay. Oh, I should hit there. You overlooked it. Oh yeah, that's a very common oversight. Not hitting off your opponent's midpoint, because it's almost always a point and not a blot, as opposed to a blot, I mean. I wonder if it's actually this. Like, unless he hits twice, we get tons of return action. Good connectivity here. So what else? If I don't do that, what am I doing? It doesn't really play that good, you know? Good one missed. Pretty okay one hit, you know? Again, unless he hits twice. This is probably it. Yeah, it's kind of like I'm getting a double shot here, you know, even when he hits me. Okay, can make the 11, I see. Doesn't look like it's this anymore. So I am up in the race. So, well, I don't know. Things could go well here too. Like say he fails to escape, I get to attack him sometimes, and he never gets to hit me. It's not that convenient to get off this point yet. It's gonna get less convenience. Well, one. Yeah, it seems like a good plan. He's still down in the race a little bit when he does that, so sort of good blocking stuff. Well, got a bad 6-1, but it's safer than other stuff. Well, actually, no. There's a play that doesn't have any blot numbers there where I clear the 10. Yeah, maybe I should have done that actually. Yeah, I should have done that. Yeah, he's up in the race. It should be in the run of business now. Yeah, my play's sort of bad for the race too. Putting a guy on the 2-point like that keeps the landing spot. I don't think it's quite worth it though. Yes, that's a small error, I think. My 4-2. Phew. Oh no, that's the right play. Yeah, if you roll, I mean, if you can only but there's 4-1 there. I mean, what he did was correct, but what you want to do, at least, unless you see it's like super clearly, you want to like take off the 4 and then think about the 1 as opposed to just taking the guy off the 5. I mean, they're kind of clearly taking the guy off the 5 is correct, but if you don't take the guy off and think about the other number, it's kind of easy to like overlook like a better play than what you're doing. Like I've seen it happen like I don't know, probably a couple dozen times where there's like some other like better distributional play than just like ripping a guy off with both numbers like that. I don't know between this and this. I mean, I do sort of have the better priming structure and the better timing. Sort of got the better attack than I do. He's got like a real attack. So I'm gonna keep my checkers. I'm gonna keep myself anchored and try to build. Though I don't think splitting is that bad there. All right, so there is some 3 duplication here. Keeps the spare on the mid, which is okay. Oh yeah, someone should be cubing at some point. All right. I got 4s and 5s working. So 1-5 is a pretty bad back game, but it's better than with the open points. Maybe it's not. It's not. He's gonna have enough problems here. The 4 point's gonna stay open. Well, I guess I do hit him with. I guess I do hit him if I can here. I was thinking he was gonna leave the blot on the 8s. Oh, that's pretty nice. All right, let's try to go forward, make them crack. If it fails, I can fall back on this stupid 1-5 game. Now I don't know. I could crack weirdly with like double 4s or something. 4-3, 4 stuff. Yeah. Okay, so this seems like an okay plan. Good outfield control. I'd love to hit him with a 3. Good. Good. Alrighty. Yes, I'm gonna focus on slotting and then making the 8s. Ooh, hit him. Phew. Well, let's see. 1, 2. Okay, so if I close them out, I do have some cracking potential. So probably this is better. And yeah, I don't know. This is close. Let's just play simply. I mean, if gamuts count, obviously you stay back. But hitting a second guy here, you'd like to close out 2 checkers and not 1 checker when the other guy is crunched. But if you hit him, sometimes he gets a chance to anchor, which isn't great. Okay, so I could lose the race here. I wonder if it's right to pay 2 blot numbers to like sort of keep a closed board longer. If I was ripping a checker, I guess I would go the other way. But I'm not actually ripping a checker by doing that. And so they're actually safer stuff. Clearing the 6 is safer than this. But yeah, I'm worried a little bit about the race. All right, hopefully I played that one a little better than the first one. There was some tough decisions though, you know. So I could have gotten some of that stuff wrong. So yeah, we'll take a look at the computer analysis. I'm trying to think of what I might have screwed up. Yeah, just a bunch of checker play stuff. Like I don't remember the cube action being that tough. 4.8. Yeah, I don't play that great either. Huh. All right. Well, it's an opportunity to learn. Yeah, a little disappointed because I didn't think it was like that difficult a match, you know. Maybe XG will have a different opinion than GNU does. Yeah, the GNU it's GNU 2-ply analysis on the site itself. So XG analysis tends to be a little better. Yeah, a little bit better. Okay, so one checker. I hit for the cycle. One checker play blunder, one doubling blunder, one taking blunder. Okay, so is that a big take? The four-way recube? Is that what's going on? Yeah, I do miss a cube. That's the missed cube. Oh, it is a big take. Okay, so what do I win? 37. So it's 5% away. 5% away from a pass. It's a little stronger than this, I think. I'm sure I'm wrong though. And just doing a quick rollout. It's a little bit of a containment position. In other words, white is containing black's back checker. Yeah, it's a little bit stronger, not much. And the computers tend to underestimate how easy it is to contain the back checker here. But I guess here it's not a huge deal, but it did get a little stronger on a rollout. Yeah, a little tough. Like for money, I just scoop this up, no problem, because I figure he has enough stuff back here to give him plenty of problems. You know, regardless of whether I enter, he might have some big problems back there. He could roll like an immediate 5-5, 4-4, or whatever. And if I enter, you know, obviously it can hit him all over the place as he runs. But yeah, I thought at the score, my take point's 32. It's a little harder to evaluate, maybe. Let's see. I just want to verify that I have the take point right. 33. Computer has it at 33. You know. Okay. Anyways, let's go back to the start. Okay, I got a lucky hit. Okay, make a cute play here that kind of works. It kind of the computer does kind of like. Oh, you can also do this. Leave a double shot on my side of the board, but no shots in the outfield. And this guy's a little out of harm's way. He's got to give up his anchor to hit with deuces usually, but still likes this a little better. Just a single shot in the outfield there. Okay, yeah, it's pretty close. All right, this is a little tempting. That you don't mind slotting an innerboard point and you're still unstacking a heavy point when you play 6 to 3. but it tends to leaving the blot in your inner board. It tends to be a little harder to like do something good with when missed compared to leaving the blot in the outfield. Tends to be a little bit. So unless there's a big difference in the distribution. In other words, if you're like if the play like unstacks the heavy point, for instance, sort of an argument for doing this, like a 6 guys here, so the right play should involve moving one or more of these guys, unless there's like a big difference in distribution. Usually, I like putting the guy in the outfield. The computer does agree here. Great shots, and yeah, I just lose. Yeah. So okay, so splitting is a little better here apparently. I thought you could slot here because I think 6-4 run 4-1. I think the computer likes slotting if I remember right. Okay, so first of all, money. This is the money eval for a 6-4 4-1. It does like slotting. Here it likes splitting, but the slot is close on a rollout for money. Fine. I don't know what the difference is though. I mean, I'm a little more down in the race here. So that argues for more of taking a priming approach as opposed to a splitting and running approach. So that's probably part of it. Also, this is just an eval, and the money stuff is from a rollout. It has like XG has like an opening book where people, it might be actually with previous versions of XG, but at some point someone did like a long rollout for these early opening game positions, and so when you ask for like the money eval of like a second roll, it'll show you the rollout. So there's some match stuff like that too, but it's mostly for money. All right, I got a good run number. Okay, so I'm down 0-1. Right. The good 1-4. Oh yeah, this is where I thought there was probably a bunch of close stuff, and there is. It looks like the priority though is to get the guy to the edge of the prime because your whole game plan involves escaping this back checker. Now sometimes the computer actually likes coming up halfway, but the reason it does that is because white's looking to attack, and it's more convenient for him to attack on his 4-point than his 3-point. But the thing is, with white up on the roof, that's less of a concern. So it's better to come up here with white on the roof. It's better to just concentrate fully on escaping that guy. Oh, like one funny opening play that you might want to know. It's not a big deal, but it comes up fairly frequently. So you might want to know it, and most people get this wrong. 3-1 3-2. You're actually supposed to make the wrong split, the split to the 22, the quote unquote wrong split for money, anyways. It is partly because of the reason I said it's like it's not so convenient for him to attack on the 3-point. It's quite convenient for him to attack on his 4-point, especially with 2s and 9s. I think he'll hit with certain 4s also, and also the builder on the 10 is better than the builder on the 11. So it's a good play. Just a good play to know. I mean, it's like I said, it's very close, but it comes up so frequently because obviously everyone's making the 5 with the 3-1. That it will come up for you at some point. Like I said, most people get that wrong. So it's kind of cool to get it right. All right. So yeah, I did think about this. Doesn't mind just leaving 0 blots. This is better build power, but you don't like having the checker on the 2. Okay, don't overlook the hits. Yeah, escape, we talked about it, and then I roll a tremendous 4-4. And yeah, double pass seemed good. Technically it's a little too good apparently. And then yeah, I miss a score based cube here apparently. Oh yeah, I like this play. Apparently it's probably wrong. I was thinking like if you do this, he's got like some okay double hit numbers like 5-1, 2-1, which otherwise don't do much of anything. So he doesn't really have that here because 4-2 4-2 is like is duplicated kind of. Right, it's the double hit number, but he's not double hitting because he's making the 4 point. I guess what the computer's saying is though you don't want the guy on the 23 because he's blocked with sixes. I guess. Yeah, I'm not totally sure though. Again, the builder on the 10 is better than the builder on the 11. So by making my play, I get to sort of upgrade the builder. Okay. Oh, it's a pass already. Shoot. Yeah, this is bad. But I do get a bad take next turn. But yeah, I guess I shouldn't miss this. So I guess it's an okay double for money if it's a pass at the score. I mean, you should be like really aggressive at this four-way score when you win more gammas than your opponents because the double gammas are super valuable. And you should be quick to pass to like you could saddle you with like this awkward three-way score by passing. So yeah, you have all these reasons to double that four-way, especially in gammonish positions. So it's so strong. Those arguments are so strong here that this is actually a pass, even though I only have a 1 point board and he has an anchor. I didn't even double it though. Okay, so for money it's close. So you see the score effect, right? I thought this wouldn't be that close to a cube for money, so I didn't double it at the score. But yeah, apparently I'm off here. Like one problem with White's position is he has three checkers back, all the way on the 24 point, and he has a very impure front position. So that tends to be the kiss of death, having a lot of checkers back and like your ace point made. Like this even though this is superficially sort of similar. Yeah, it's not that different. I guess the 8 and the 2 don't go together. You know, this probably would still be a cube though. Four away. It's almost a cube. Four away. Huh. That's a big missed opportunity. That's pretty bad. Yeah, I'm super. I don't know. I'm pretty flexible for making my 4 and my 5 point here. Yeah, and he makes a very bad take. That's even too good. Partly due to the score again. Like 9 away. It's not too good. It's just double pass. Anyways, I put stuff together. I start blitzing, but he does survive. Yeah, this seemed weird at some point. 6-4. Yeah, this is pretty solid. Only a 2 shot in the outfield, and he gets this guy off the 23 points. So that's better than going on this adventure. Just hoping to hit everything. Give him like too much timing. Okay, make a decent play here. The 13-6 is okay. Probably better, in fact. 2-2, good. Yeah, I like this upgrade because it blocks all these 6 checkers. As opposed to this, where he can still escape from both places pretty easily. He still got 6s, 5s, and 4s to it. Another way to look at it. He has 6s, 5s, and 4s to escape something. Here he just has 6s and 5s. Good. Yeah, I'm not too concerned with being hit with most of his 5s. So I do step up the back checker, getting that guy ready to spring. They shouldn't even hit here, apparently. But the roof starts caving in. He makes his 5 point, and then I incorrectly pass. No, it doesn't like making the 5. Is making the 4 any better? Probably not, right? Okay, yeah, it just wants to do a more normal looking thing. Yeah, admittedly the distribution is pretty bad. Big stack here, stripped 8 points. Shot on the 7. So I guess I got a little too much here. 2-1, you make the 5, don't you? Because the distribution is better. Maybe that's a key. Maybe that's a key point of these plays, where you give up you have a strip 7 and you give it up for your 5 points. Say, sort of a common play with a 2-1. Maybe it relies on the distribution though. Yeah, well, you at least slot it, but the computer does like this best. And yeah, splitting is bad here. Yeah, so I guess maybe that's where I went wrong in the match position. Yeah, I guess you don't do this when the distribution is bad. When you have a reasonably productive alternative, such as this or this, you know. Okay. Yeah, I'll try to remember that. I thought maybe like due to the score it was like okay because okay so it's 4 away 2 away. You know I want to up my gammons and I have less to lose by upping my opponent's gammons because if I up my opponent's gammons it makes it hard for him to get in a good cube, so it's kind of like I'm reducing his cube value. Meanwhile, if I up my gammons and I get a good double in, the double gammons are super duper valuable for me. So I thought it was like sort of okay at the score. Let's see, it does win more gammons than the right play. It does lose more gammons than the right play. But yeah, it just doesn't win nearly as much. So the score is a little bit of a factor, but it's not enough of a factor by a long shot. Okay, so I go after him here. You can make a better split, but yeah, again, score is a little bit of a factor, but I got the stronger board, and he split to my 7 points. So that's often a good reason to hit with the 5 here, because like if you don't hit, he's got all these great anchoring numbers. You limit the anchoring numbers by a lot if you hit him here, along with the stronger board argument and the score argument. It makes it correct. Yeah. Best for the win is this. But yeah, I want to up the gammons, and I want to get in a good cube and on the dances, so I do that. So I attack him. I do get a good cube, and he incorrectly takes. Even here wants to. Yeah, again, this is sort of score based. Well, I don't know. For money, it looks like it would be close. 8 points. Another builder in the zone. You know, for the attack, not leaving him an ace shot. This makes an awesome anchor. For money, the arguments would be very close. It looks like based on the numbers. At the score, where gammons only go one way, this play both wins and loses more gammons. The computer wants to do this. Wins are very close there. Oh, here it goes the other way though. Right? So like this wins and loses more gammons. But now somehow the computer likes this. Yeah. This game is tough. Oh, this is very close. Yeah, this one's very close. Yeah, my play could be right in a rollout. Okay, so I got a good attack number. Yes, 3-3 actually looked okay despite the score. No, it doesn't like his 3-3 at all. Yeah, I was gonna say like it looked okay to me because like I don't know the structure looks better, and the distribution is sort of nice. It does give me great 2s though, which don't do too much on the other side of the board. And again, he's upping my gammons by quite a bit. Very bad at the score. So what's the computer? Oh, the computer's play, I guess the structure isn't too bad because he keeps his 8 point, you know. Pretty valuable point. It's possible I would have done what he did. I don't know. Ooh. Oh, that's interesting. All right, so I come in high and hit him in the outfield. And computer thinks I should make the second anchor and hit him in the infield. Keeps the midpoint. Sort of just leaves him threes and ones to hit. So I guess I get both the midpoint and the double anchor. Not that the double anchor is a big deal. Yeah. Yeah, I guess I could see this given that this is a lot shottier, at least nominally. And it gives up the midpoint. Okay, make a good play here. Yeah, I talked about this during the match, the rationale here. Yeah, it's a little hard for him to hit and not leave a ton of return shots. It's good when missed. Okay, solid. Solid and safe. Yeah, 4-2. Okay, 4-2 I thought was going to be a little wrong, but no, the computer does like this for some reason. It's bad for the Rays compared to this. And it blots on 6-1. I guess good. Okay, so it's good if I roll 6-3, 5-3 next turn, because I get to clear the midpoint. Also, sort of saves an extra 6. Okay, like say I roll 6-2, 6-2 on the next two rolls, I'm leaving a shot. I can handle 6-2, 6-2 here. So it is pretty close, but the computer does like my play, which I sort of regretted. And then I win the race. Yeah, it becomes 3-3. I win the race. Okay, yeah, the computer does want to sort of split here. It's a little dangerous, not too bad. I went with more of a priming approach, which I guess I overthought this one. Yeah, it's not too dangerous to split, so you got to do it, I guess. Yeah, the double's fine at the score. You can just double right away if you wanted, 2 away, 2 away. Oh yeah, get a little feisty here. Apparently these plans are pretty close. Not getting attacked on the 5. Bringing a guy, getting good outfield control, or just going all out, hopefully make a second anchor and win from there, you know. This will get gammoned. Well, it doesn't get gammoned that much more. Gammons don't matter, but I'm thinking like at a different score. It's probably pretty close also. Like different score, I probably would have popped out thinking that I probably would have done this thinking that it gets gammon less, but it actually doesn't. But anyways, I do get my second anchor. Not that it's a great game because it's the 1-5 game. Okay, but yeah, I get a lucky hit. Okay, it is very bad to hit here with the 4, giving up the prime, giving up some outfield control also. But I put it all together. Let's play 20-12. Well, I guess there's some 1 duplication if you play 20-12. Right, White's desperate to step up with a 1, so I guess I'm not getting hit with 1-2, 1-3. 1-6 doesn't. 1-6 is not legal to hit. So yeah, so this gives 6s and 4s covering the 8 points. So what does my play do? Yeah, my play just gets 6s, I see. So yeah, so if you know he's rolling 1-6, you overwhelmingly prefer this. And if he just rolls like a, I don't know, 4-2 or something, or 5-5, you want the other position also. Because you want the plan. I'm well down in the race, right? So I kind of need to make a 6 prime. It's going to be worth it to slot the back of the prime, leaving a 1-6 shot, because it's so important down in the race to make the 6 prime. So you want the two builders for the 8 if he just rolls like 5-5 or something. Like say with a 6-1 here. Well, 6-1. Yeah, so 6-1, you might slot it. You might slot it here. The reason why I'm pausing a bit is because you can make this other play where you get 3 builders for the 8 with a 6-1. Um, so yeah, that's not that clear. Yeah, we could take a look. What the heck? But like for instance, like slotting it is better than say playing 14 to 7, for instance. Even though you're leaving a 1-6, a crushing 1-6. Because again, you're down in the race. It's so important to complete the 6 prime, and it's worth taking like a little, at least a little bit of risk to make it. Yeah, 18 to 17, 14 to 8. Yeah, so it does want to slot it, going directly after the 6 prime. But yeah, because it's 3 builders and 0 shots, this isn't too bad. But yeah, compared to like 1811 or something, just 2 builders, you definitely want to slot it. But he does got a lucky 1-6, but then I roll a tremendous. I assume that's a pretty good roll. Yeah, pretty good roll. Yeah, but I roll a tremendous 6 prime making number. And then yeah, you can stay back if you want. Maybe hit another checker, but like I said, there's arguments both ways. But yeah, I guess the thing you don't want to do here is to make the 1 and the 2 points, because you crack immediately with 3-3-2-2, and like you could roll 3-2, 3-1 or something in the next 2 rolls and crack. So it's pretty solid error. See that? 2-2 cracks. So you do something like this and just rely on your skills to complete the 6 prime. Yeah, again, if for money, for doubled money or something, you'd probably screw around a little bit here. Do this, hope he rolls a 1, maybe pick up another checker. But you could roll awkwardly too if you do this. Oh yeah, 3-3. This was a little interesting, right? I mean, he's got like some raise chances if I like if I have to open up the 6 point early. So there's a little bit of a tendency to do this. Now I can now with most of my 6s, I can keep the closed board. As opposed to this, I roll like a 6-1 or something. Then he pops with a 6-5. Or even if I roll like a 5-1, I got to break something. So there's some risk of losing the race here. So there's some temptation to do this. Of course, the problem is there's two blot numbers, 6-6-5-5. But yeah, like I said, if you get if I was getting a checker off though, you probably would leave the blot numbers. Like I mean, this is probably pretty minor, but 5-1 here, double match point. You might want to pay 4 blot numbers here to block the bigger number and get a checker off, because you're a little worried about the raise. And the other, I mean, I guess clearing the 6 leaves 2 blot numbers anyways, so you're paying 2 extra blot numbers, a little bit more because he's out of your hair more if you clear the 6. But it's worth it to win the race more often, I think. Gets to 4-point board, but it's close. Oh no, it's not even right. 3-point board, still not right. I'm a little surprised. Guess the gap is a little slow. Yeah, I don't know. There are some situations like that where you do want to play a blot number 2 to really gin the race, but I guess that's not it. No, still no. Yeah, I don't know. It's close, but it's just right to clear the 6. Now this is a little different. It's a little different because this is pretty shoddy next roll. Yeah. Anyways, well, I wish I played a little better, but it was 2 pretty instructive matches. Yeah, hope you got something out of this, and I will see you next time.